This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com. And I'm here with Laylah Jane, who just wrestled here for Dynasty Wrestling in Albany, New York. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I just got done wrestling. I feel amazing.
I was talking to Josh Alexander. I didn't get to see your match. Did you win?
Unfortunately, I didn't win.
That's too bad. I bet that they cheated.
Yeah, they did. But everyone seems to love that, like always. People always love me.
How long have you been wrestling for?
So I've been wrestling for about a little over 4 years now.
Wow. And what companies have you worked for?
Oh, I have worked for Grapple, Recombination in New Jersey, Sharp Wrestling in Canada.
Oh, really? Where in Canada is that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was my first time going to Canada, so it's like, of course, Dynasty and here at Dynasty now in Albany, New York. IAW in Virginia, in Hampton. Next up, Pro Wrestling in Virginia. I'm going to be wrestling for Maine Premier Wrestling in Maine, my debut next month. So I'm excited. I'm a busy girl.
Who would be the most famous wrestler you've been in the ring with so far?
Most famous wrestler I've been in the ring so far, I honestly have not had that chance yet.
Who trained you?
I've been trained from Matic, who's in Rochester, and Mikey Every Night in Buffalo.
So I guess the two most famous Rochester wrestlers are the Rochester Roadblock, who you might not even know from WCW, and Brody Lee. Did you ever meet him? Or
no, I've never met them yet.
Well, Brody sadly passed away, but you could be the first in the female division, I guess. Is there anyone in particular that you model your style after?
Yeah, so I've always been inspired by China, so I do like the very dominant. There are a couple of moves that I like to take from her, like her little signature cartwheel into the elbow. And then I do like jazz. I like jazz's wrestling style. So yeah, I'm a very dominant, but then I also like to mix a little bit of my athleticism too. So.
Would you ever consider going down to train with Jazz? She has a school in San Antonio.
I would absolutely love that because she's definitely one of my biggest inspirations. So that would be amazing.
And she definitely has the contacts to actually get you work in companies like NWA, and stuff, because I've seen a lot of her students move on to those companies.
Nice.
As far as China, I've recently watched a few of her interviews, both Howard Stern and some other ones. Did you see anything towards the end of her life?
I've seen several different, there's so many different stories about her. I have seen some, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the saddest stories in wrestling, unfortunately.
But she's still living, she's still celebrated. I'm always seeing posts about her on Instagram and Facebook. People still, post her like she's not gone. So that's amazing.
As far as which company you'd like to work for between WWE and AEW, if you had a choice, what would it be?
I had a choice between AEW.
Okay. Yeah. Any dream opponent there?
For AEW, well, I'm a little bummed out that he isn't around anymore, but I would definitely one of my dream opponents. Maybe Nyla Rose. So yeah, that's pretty much and as far as maybe my dream opponent.
What do you think of the controversy with Nyla Rose now, as far as like Oklahoma, I guess when they went there, AEW was threatened to fine by the athletic commission if they returned due to all of that controversy. And now it's going to the legislator, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's just all a transphobia type thing because, like I mentioned China again, no one was complaining about when China was, wrestling guys and when guys were wrestling him, no one was really complaining about that. So that's kind of like an example because, basically, they're basically saying that Nyla is a man. So it's really just based on transphobia. I mean, I experience those things too sometimes. It's only an issue when it comes to trans people. That's the thing. So I think people just need to just grow up. It's 2024, we're moving into 2025. So yeah, wrestling is it's an art. We're all athletes. We obviously, aren't really hurting each other, but we're doing what we need to do. So yeah, so I really think that people that aren't really wrestling fans and that are like against trans or the they can just kiss that.
I think the whole Nyla thing is pretty. People are pretty much over it overall
Yeah,
now. Anyways, there
yeah,
was
they're
a.
over it. Anyways, yeah.
So where can people follow you if they want to look you up?
You definitely can look me up on Instagram. That's my most popular space where you can find me. It's Miss Laylah James. MissLaylahJames. So Miss Laylah James. You can also find me on YouTube where I post all my matches and Facebook, Laylah James on Facebook.
Very good. Any closing message you want to say to the fans?
Yeah, I say if you have a dream or a goal in life, you just gotta go ahead and do it. Don't make excuses. We only got one life to live. So the only thing you're wasting is time. So don't waste time, go for it, and yeah, do the thing.